Okay, here we go. Talking about the fitness investment blueprint. I had released a picture earlier this week to the Develop Yourself Challenge group, which if you're not a part of the Develop Yourself Challenge group, please apply. I may or may not let you in as I am the gatekeeper to that group on Facebook. But if you get access to free challenges, promotional stuff, tips and tricks, advice, the occasional Q&A and live session as well. And I would love to consider having you there. So just mentioning that to anybody there who may want to join in on the fun. It's a great community. I released this image that was a depiction of what is called the Fitness Investment Blueprint, which is a concept that we came up with when we decided we were going to launch DYS Fitness Coaching. And all it is a stair step and breakaway scale where somebody would start at zero, where they've never been in a gym before. They're looking to get fitter, but they don't know what they're doing. They're not accountable. It's not ingrained in their identity yet. And so they're starting at zero. And starting at zero, you really want to immerse yourself into a system and around other people that are also adopting similar lifestyle changes and habits. That's how you get the wheels spinning when it comes to yourself adopting those habits. So you start at zero. But because you're at zero fitness level, you're likely going to be paying the most for a coach, probably somewhere between $350 and $600 a month to see a trainer, between 2 and 3 times a week. And hopefully they're giving you homework as well. The whole idea behind the stair step, scale, and breakaway is that somebody can start at zero, but as their fitness mentality and physicality progresses, they increase their fitness level on this scale, y-axis, x-axis. They're increasing from here. Now they're here. Now they don't need maybe as much guidance from their trainer and their coach because they've truly been investing in themselves. They got the right coach for them and they're making progress. They're learning the right mentalities and attitudes. They've got the right community around them to be making those changes. And so maybe we decide to drop it to 2 times a week. Or maybe eventually we even drop to 1 time a week. So their fitness is increasing, but the investment that they're putting in is decreasing because they're not paying for as many sessions. And I've gotten people to the point where they have transitioned all the way to just coaching online. Then I've had people just on a consulting basis. So I see them once every couple of months. And what's going to be new is that I'm actually releasing a program oversight service where for a much smaller amount per month, I will actually have a look at somebody's program. I'll chat with them about their program. I will mark it. I will give them suggestions based on their goals and where they're starting at, and essentially just provide oversight on them creating their own programs. All the while, they're still involved in the community that is the Develop Yourself Challenge group to keep them going and to keep them somewhat accountable, although they should have developed a lot of self-accountability at that point. But that's the whole idea, is that they can scale their fitness investment from the most to the least, to a gym membership per month. And the breakaway, so I said stair step and breakaway, the breakaway part of it is that maybe eventually they don't need the service period and they can go out on their own and just be part of different fitness communities and look after their own health and wellness depending on what level they want to be at. So that's the beauty of it. And that's the most fun I have with clientele, is when I see somebody that's truly looking at investing in themselves. They come in guns blazing, and they just want to learn. They want to make me their best friend for a short period of time so that they can go from 0 to 100 and scale their fitness investment down as well along the way. I mean, if you think about it, if you pay $500 or more per month for personal training for 1 year, that's $6,000 a year. Over a decade, that's $60,000 a year. I'm not saying that that's a bad investment. It depends what you do and how much you earn, what your cash flow situation looks like. But if you wanted to do it a more economical way, the Fitness Investment Blueprint is an amazing way to truly invest in yourself and scale yourself from zero accountability to fully accountable, from not knowing what you're doing to knowing exactly what you're doing, and anywhere in between. So hopefully that makes sense. It's a fantastic concept that we've been utilizing and slowly adopting with DYS coaching, and we're excited to continue that progress and to highlight some of the clientele that we've had that have done such a fantastic job of making that journey from that 0 point in their fitness journey to what now is a fantastic foundation and understanding on how to create programs for themselves and intuitional awareness about their own fitness life, their nutrition life, et cetera, et cetera. So hopefully that makes sense. Now, I also got asked a question about the partnership theory to fitness and to training. And the partnership theory isn't new. We've just added terminology to it, and it's integral to the fitness investment blueprint. If you're going to invest in yourself and truly learn what you need to learn and learn self-accountability and start to change your identity when it comes to your health and fitness, your health life, you need somebody to make your best friend, and that person better have fruit on the tree. So the partnership theory to fitness and health is all about finding somebody with the fruit on the tree that you want in your life and trying to build that relationship up, making them your best friend in order to lean and glean off of them and learn as much as you can from those people. So in the cases where I've had somebody treat me like that and treat me like a best friend and treat this like an investment that it is, they have gotten the absolute best results, and they've been able to scale their way up that fitness investment blueprint to the best of their ability. And in what is sometimes a very, very short time period, they can scale themselves all the way through that fitness investment blueprint, which is extremely exciting. And the whole nature of treating fitness like a partnership is that there's equal accountability. And there's checks and balances on both ends. Expectations are laid out on the front end, and tool belt conversations have to be had along the way when there is a perceived lack of performance or a lack of follow through on one end or the other. I don't want somebody to sign a 6-month contract with me because I want the ability to let them go in a very healthy way, in a very respectful and healthy way. But if things are just not a right fit, I don't want them to feel obligated to stick around for 6 months, and I don't want to feel obligated to stick around for 6 months. Now, and having said that, if somebody falls out early and they come back, I'm always open to having another consideration conversation around engaging in a fitness partnership again. But obviously, the things that have been stumbling blocks for somebody in the past will have to be critical elements and crucial elements of the conversation that would have to be had to consider them for partnership again. So that's what the fitness partnership theory is all about. It's all about equal accountability. It's all about a team effort and having expectations laid out so that you can inspect what you expect. If you don't lay out expectations, you cannot inspect any expectation follow through, and hence you cannot apply any consequences to that lack of follow through. So way easier to talk about things with partnerships if those expectations are laid out on the front end. So that's what it's all about. So what are a couple of quick tips to find the right fitness partnership for you, whether it's a coach or an instructor or a trainer? There are a few things to know, especially if you have limited experience in the fitness and health industry. Maybe you've had a coach before, but not for very long. Maybe you just like a refresher on what to look for and watch out for. I definitely want to share a couple of things with you, but if you haven't read it already, check out my blog article on how to find the right trainer/coach for you. And definitely grab the free Evaluated Trainer cheat sheet that I created to go along with that blog article that has 10 questions for you to take the driver's seat in those fitness consultations. Because what often happens is when somebody comes in to get that consultation, they get overwhelmed. They get overwhelmed by a new environment. They get overwhelmed by nomenclature that they don't understand and principles that they don't understand and the science to fitness. They get overwhelmed by a professional that's selling them and they don't even know they're being sold to. And so what happens is that somebody usually just lets that salesperson just lead them all the way to signing the contracts and signing up. Now, I would really encourage you to take a step back, take a couple of deep breaths, ask some of the questions that I included in that Evaluated Trainer cheat sheet, and make sure that you're staying in the driver's seat. It's your money that you're going to be paying for a service. It's your money that you're parting with. It's your investment So you want to make sure that you're giving that investment to the most qualified people, whether that's a gym facility, the coaches specifically involved would be very important, or instructors, whoever they are. You want to make sure they're qualified, they're certified, and there is a difference, guys. Certification does not mean qualification. If you're 20 years old, but you have your personal trainer's certificate, that's great. That doesn't mean that you're not qualified, but there's a certain lack of experience that inherently you would have. Now, there's only one way to get experience, but if you're looking to hire a personal trainer, just consider that you don't want to be paying absolute top dollar to somebody that just came out with their education. You want somebody with tried and true results, both in their own life, but also they've been able to help other people create those results as well and keep those results. And there's a difference there too. So without diving in head first, go and read that article. I think it'll help you out a lot, and grab that cheat sheet so that you can be in the driver's seat. You can flip the script on the salespeople and really find out what you need to know to get the right fitness partnership for you and to get your money's worth and actually invest in yourself instead of just paying for some service.